Good morning, guys. I'm so tired. But when am I not tired? I've noticed I'll start almost every clip with, I'm so tired. Unfortunately, it is always accurate. My cats are playing, I hope. Yeah, they look like they're playing. Okay, but yeah, so I have work today, but I'm only working my normal one shift. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. What I'm trying to decide is, I know I told myself that I was gonna try and stop eating so much fast food, but I'm hungry and I don't have anything in the house right now because of it being payday. This is what we've got going on right now. This is what I've been watching. Thorfinn is in his tunnel, if you are not aware of that fact. Anyways, so yeah, it's like there's not really much here to eat, and I also still need to go get gas anyways before I go to work, so I'll probably do that. My body hurts really bad. I don't know what I did yesterday. I don't know if I was just like standing weird or like not walking enough, but my body kind of hurts. So it's gonna be a fun day. So excited. But yeah, that's all we've got right now. I'm sorry I don't have more. I don't have anything planned for the next couple of days. So this might be another chill, boring kind of a vlog. Thorfinn has an issue with the tree. If you guys can't tell, I had to move the balls up a lot because he keeps, you know, ooh, I didn't mean to zoom in like that. He keeps knocking them to the ground. And I think he climbed up in there, honestly. Yeah, you did. You did, huh? You did such an innocent baby, aren't you? Nice smell. Because, like, it looks so flat right there. I don't know if he rotated the tree or if he sat in it and, like, broke a branch or something, because on the other side there's a branch that's like not okay. On the other side there's a branch that's can you guys stop please? Thank you. There's a branch that's not like moldable anymore, it just flopped. Hey, that's okay. Yep, that's what happens, I guess. Hi, boys. Look, Thorfinn, I understand you climbed up there in the heat of the moment, but we're gonna have issues if you do it again. On my way to work. Now, I did stop and get some food. I got Arby's, which is also in the parking lot of a Cal Ranch. And I just am daydreaming about my future. So basically what I want to do with my life is whenever I'm able to afford a house, if that'll ever happen, I want to move to a rural area. I know those are hard to come by these days because of all the fucking population. And I want to have a little homestead. I don't want to go like full homesteader. Like I don't want my own porta potty, you know? Like I would like to have plumbing and stuff, but I basically just want to have a very big garden to grow my own fruits and vegetables. And then I also want to have animals, mostly for like dairy products and things. As much as I know it's probably not super hard to butcher, I could not bring myself to do it, I don't think. I think I would get way too attached to all the animals, and so like I would only use chickens for eggs, I would only use cows for milk. Like I don't think I could bring myself to butcher anything. But I do know that there are programs out there that you can just go get your cows butchered for you, which still like kind of, I don't know. I just want to have the garden aspect of it. I do want the animals, but I also know realistically, like I don't want to cause their deaths and I would get too attached to them. So I think I would only have to buy animals that I know I would not want to butcher and then just use them for other things. Anyways, yeah. Cow Ranch kind of inspired that thought process at the moment. But I have been wanting to homestead for about 2 years now or so. I really started wanting to get into gardening and growing my own stuff because it's expensive out there. And I did have a little garden this last summer. Did not grow too much profitable things, but you know, my basil plant did really well. I've even brought my basil plant back to life a few times because it did dry out really bad once, but it came back. And then I did end up growing, as you guys saw in previous vlogs, I did end up growing a few peppers. They were tiny peppers, but it's, you know, they grew like. And then I did have tomatoes that just never finished growing. I think I planted them too late in the season. Because one thing I kind of failed to consider is like, you know, most people are like, yeah, like you plant things in the spring and then they grow over the summer and you harvest them in the fall. But I live in Utah, so the date ranges in which those seasons take place, I don't consider half the time, and I should. Like, some people can go out and plant things like in late March, but we have to wait till like mid-April. And I think I didn't plant any of those seeds until May, I think it was May. And so I was a little behind the times for my garden this year. This year I want to try starting like my seeds indoors and then transplanting them outside. But I do also want to maybe get myself a little like indoor greenhouse kind of thing. Just so I can have like a constant supply of stuff. But like I said, this is all kind of just daydreams. I do want to go get a homestead sometime in the future when I have money. But you know, I don't know. It's just what I want out of my life. That's my plan. Anyways, that's all I had to talk about. Bye. I'm looking for a scraper, like what I would used to use in restaurants. I don't see one. There's a lot to look at. I found one. Okay, I just got home. I think I'm gonna hop in the shower and then I might wrap presents tonight. I kind of feel like doing that. Definitely gonna lock the cats out of a room first because I don't want them scratching up the paper before I even get the presents wrapped. And then I'll probably put the presents like up on a very tall shelf that they can't get to. So we'll see how that goes. Got my mom's wrapped. Does anybody else just like way underestimate how much paper you're actually gonna need? because I was sure that I cut the right size for my brother's present and it didn't fit. So I thought, well, maybe I can get my mom's to fit. And I still needed to cut like an extra strip just to lay across the top because I clearly don't know how to wrap presents well. So there's that. Just sat down, started eating my dinner, made pork chops. My camera is blurry. I'm sorry, I tried to fix it, but it's not gonna go. Made pork chops and pastaroni for the side. I told Adam he could have the pork chops because I just was not feeling it tonight, so I'm just eating the noodles. I'm still not feeling those either. I literally am not hungry, but I gotta eat. But I do want to talk to you guys about something in a little bit. I just want to put some things away first and like clean up a little bit just because it's messy. Just wanted to brag a little bit about my receipt. Today at the grocery store, my ass spent $76.99. I did have enough points to get free bread, and then so many things were really good, like on sale. This is why I shop at my local grocery store, because it's like Walmart is great and all, but the problem with Walmart is they never have things on sale. Like they'll have things on clearance, but there's never like a sale. And so I find that I spend less money on groceries now that I shop at my local grocery store rather than Walmart. Like I don't spend as much because most of the things I always buy are always on sale. I did also end up buying a scraper. I know I kind of showed it in one clip, but I just wanted to basically wanted one because I was doing dishes the other day and my boyfriend had made hot wings on a cookie sheet and it like stuck to the cookie sheet and it's so hard to scrape off with a fucking washcloth. When I was working like in food service jobs, we would use scrapers to scrape food and stuff off. So I was like, I should just buy one of those. And I did, and it's $6. And it's also a chopper. Like my boyfriend said he only ever sees it used as a chopper, but point is I got what I needed, so we're vibing. But this does segue into what I actually want to talk to you guys about. I lied before I talk about what I want to talk about. I did want to talk about this. So I've been using it in their litter boxes for about a week now, and I don't really like it. It's definitely doing the job. Like it's definitely getting rid of the smell, but I don't like the smell that it replaces it with, if that makes sense. Like, yay, my room does not smell like cat poop anymore. But on the other end of it, my room smells like a really strong cleaner, and I don't like that. Like it's like overwhelming, and I'm not using that much. Like I'm just sprinkling it in. And I'm probably using less than it says to use, and it smells so strong. So okay, I got my camera cleaned, I got my glasses clean, just because I was tired of it being blurry. But anyways, so kind of just want to have a little segment thing to talk about. Kind of what I'm maybe thinking for New Year's, maybe not, who knows. And one of the things that keeps sticking out to me is, you guys, I am in just so much debt. I understand why I'm in debt. Like I'm not dumb. Like I know I utilize my credit cards way too much. And I did need to rely on them for about 4 months when I was unemployed. So like I understand why I'm in debt, but I have been struggling really hard to think of ways to get out of debt. And so I'm thinking maybe starting now, but starting for like the new year, I want to try and make as much extra money as I can to put it towards debt. I think I might try the snowball method where I pay off a card before I start like adding that payment to the next card. The only issue that I'm having with that is the lowest amount of credit I owe on a card is like $800 something, but that's the vet card. Like that's for my cats, for the vet. The only reason there is a charge on there is for the euthanasia of our last cat, and I want to have that card open, so I don't want to pay it all the way off because I won't close that account. I don't know if that's how that works or whatever, but basically, yeah, that's the one card. And then I do have about $2,500 on 2 other cards, which, you know, is $5,000. And then I also owe $4,500 on my main credit card. It's the one I've had the longest. It's the one that not very smart, intelligently gave me credit increases when I should not have taken them. And I just feel like that card is the one that's like way out of control for me. That one, part of this repayment plan that I'm doing, I'm not doing like an official like plan with a counselor or anything, like don't go thinking that. But what I need to do is I need to start putting money into my savings account. Just so, because I have 2 payments. I've narrowed it down to 2, but I still have 2 recurring payments on that credit card, the one with the most credit debt on it. My boxing gym comes out of that card, and my HBO Max comes out of that card. And I know, like, if you're a financial expert or whatever, you're like, Zoe, just cancel HBO. You don't need the streaming services. But here's the thing, I don't treat myself like that. I'm catching myself. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do treat myself a lot, but one thing that I really just get a kick out of, no matter where I'm at in life, is rewatching shows that I love. And currently, the show that I love the most is Degrassi. So I've been rewatching it on HBO Max. And then also, that's where all the like newer movies come out, and the movies that I want to see end up on there first. So I'm going to keep that payment going. It's $5 a month. It's not that expensive. But yeah, the boxing gym is like a little bit over 100. And I do have another debt that I'm not going to specify because my boyfriend's in the other room, but part of it is his Christmas present, which I know. Again, I know I shouldn't have done a firm payment plan with that, but the payments on that are very manageable. They are $30 a month, and I do plan on paying that off before I have to. With my like tax refund, basically, is how I'm planning on doing that. But so all that being said, like I'm gonna try and get my credit cards paid off. Not all of them. I don't think I can do that because that amount of money is probably like 2/3 of what I make in a year. So I don't think that is going to be a very smart idea to just full force pay them off, because I do need some balance. And like, I'm somebody who knows myself very well. I know that if I don't have any extra money for impulse purchases, then I'm not gonna be able to do it, you know? So I do need to leave some money for myself, for fun money, not groceries and not gas. And I know everyone's like, well, the fastest way to pay off debt is to literally eliminate everything but necessities. But as a human, that's not possible for me. I do have a couple of mental issues that go into play with that, but I know that if I am unable to buy myself stuff, the temptation to buy myself stuff will increase. However, if I give myself if I give myself an allowance, and like I could make a budget allowance, like I could budget in, like, you can save $20 a paycheck for yourself. I could do something like that. My cat is staring at me so intensely right now. Anyways, so I could do that. But I know, like, if I go cold turkey and just only pay for necessities in debt, I'm gonna be the grumpiest bitch you've ever met. So I need to be able to kind of plan for those things. Now, on top of that, I do still want to garden this spring. Spring is approaching very soon, and I do need to buy some stuff that may be expensive. I don't know how I'm gonna navigate that financial challenge when it comes up, but I will navigate it eventually. If currently, again, and this is also if I'm at my current job, if I find a different job, or I won't look for another job unless I get let go from mine. The chance of me getting let go, though, is pretty high because it is a seasonal job. But there have been instances where people are kept on. I'm really hoping I'm kept on. So I'm just kind of also basing this off of if I get to stay at my current job, that's kind of going to go into play because I get paid weekly. So I'm kind of trying to navigate weekly paychecks with all of that. It does not help that I work part-time. I understand that. I do work part-time. That is rough. But I make $19.50 an hour, which for somebody who only has to pay for groceries and gas, like, that's not a bad paycheck, you know? If I had to start paying rent, I'd be fucked. But, and then on top of that, I do technically owe my parents, you know, I have to pay my dad back for my phone. I bought my own phone 3 years ago now, but they've been charging his account extra because I'm under his phone plan. So I still owe him, I think I still owe him, maybe I paid him all the way off. I don't remember now. I owe my mom some money still. I owe her about $800 for my dog's euthanasia from last year because it was like a $1,200 vet bill thing. I have thoughts on that debt, but I will not say them here because my mom watches my videos. I don't need to start a fight. And then along with the car insurance thing, like, I don't want to start a fight. So mom, like, you can skip this part if you want. And this may just be being entitled, if you will. Dorfin, can you not do that right now? I feel a little bit shorthanded in I have to start paying my car insurance this year. My brother has to start paying car insurance this year. But my brother is 2 years older than I am. And I don't think it's very fair age-wise that he got to wait until he was 25 when I have to start when I'm 23. And her argument is, well, you moved out, so you obviously can handle it, which I cannot. Mind you, again, I am $10,000 in credit card debt. And so it's like, I don't know, some of these, like, adult responsibilities, I think, are kind of unfairly pushed a lot quicker onto the younger child, just because it's like, when they're ready for one kid to grow up, they want both to grow up, you know what I mean? So that one is always kind of just a hard bargain, because I feel like he got extra time to not have to worry about that. And then her other excuse was I dropped out of college, which is true. I did. But I don't know. I don't have an excuse for that one. I did drop out of college because, you know, depression. Woo! So I don't know. Paying a lot of money on a part-time income sucks, but mentally, full-time is really hard for me. Not that I can't do it. I am learning ways to better manage my time. Starting with a job that does not require me to be up at 6 in the morning. I could probably work full-time if I was working like 12 p.m. to like 8 or something like that, you know what I mean? Or 9. But 8 to 5, 9 to 5, can't do it because it fucks with my sleep schedule, but that's besides the point. The point is, I'm gonna try and pay off some debts this year. Now, am I potentially hypomanic and just making a grand life plan that will not happen? Yeah, sure, probably. I don't know. But I'm going to try to pay off some debts, some credit cards. I don't think my tax return is going to be huge, but if I can pay off one debt, that would be a lifesaver. And like I said, other than like my garden, I'm not really planning on any like major expenses. I do want to go out of town a couple times next year. Don't know where yet. I mean, I'm probably gonna go visit my aunt in Washington, and then I might go back and visit my aunt and uncle in Colorado, but those are gonna be things that I will plan for when it gets closer. The Colorado one's not bad because I'm in Utah, so it's like a 6-hour drive, so that's just gas. Like, all I need is like an extra gas tank or two budget, which is not hard to come across. But yeah, I don't know. I think I need to just get my shit together. I'm gonna be 24 next year. About time I get my act together. So that's kind of the thing I want to talk to you guys about. And just a heads up, if you are, you know, around my age or a little younger and you don't have a credit card and you want one or you're thinking of getting one, just be careful. I'm not gonna say don't use one. It's saved my ass many times, but now I am dealing with the repercussions of one, which is a lot of debt. On the bright side, I have been, with the exception of like 1 month, I have been able to make my minimum payments. And so I haven't had any like debt collectors after me yet because I still make my minimum payments on them. I just feel like that with those minimum payments, the debt never goes down. So basically I have looked into like consolidation loans. I can't get approved for one because of my insane debt. I think it's also just because I was missing payments around that time. I've considered bankruptcy. I really don't want to fuck up myself like that. Bankruptcy kind of is like the big word that scares me, and I don't want to consider doing that. I also think $10,000 really isn't as bad as a lot of people have it. The other reason I do want to get my shit together is because I probably will need to buy a car very soon. And I know I wouldn't be able to get approved for a loan, but I did have a dad. I do have a dad. My dad said he would consider co-signing for me if I had a permanent job, which goes back to the, if my job keeps me on, I can make things work, you know? But I also might just be ambitious and in over my head, but that is kind of where I am at with that. So, you guys know how last night I went on a whole tangent and told you guys I was going to try and be better with my money. Well, unfortunately, I have discovered that the gritty came back to Fortnite, so I had to go and buy that for my character, for my skins. To be fair, this was more of a social issue because if I didn't buy the gritty, then I would be the only one out of my trio who doesn't have it. We can't have that, right? Good morning, friends. It is the 14th of December. I am so tired. Again, as usual, starting my clip off saying that I'm tired. Right now I'm on my way to my mom's house to drop off their presents, and then I also need to pick up my peppermint oil and my candy canes because apparently my boyfriend is a little butthurt that I didn't save any peppermint bark, so I'm making him some. I didn't think that he ate peppermint bark, honestly, so my bad, G. So I will make some more of that today just for him. I don't know if I'm gonna eat any. I do like the peppermint like flavor. I don't like the candy canes that go on top. And that's the reason I don't really eat peppermint bark is because I'm not a fan of the candy canes themselves. But yeah. Other than that, I have a delivery to make today. I have to take some cookies and a couple gifts to my friend Michaela, and doing that around 3, and it's about 10:30 right now. Yeah. Other than that, there's not really much going on today. I hope to be able to rot in my house later, but who knows? It's a Saturday, anything could happen. Things might come up. I don't know. Anything could happen. I also don't know. I don't think we're doing D&D today. Nobody said anything about it, so I think we're calling it off this week. Yeah, that's my day. I decided to stop and get some fizz. I always, no matter what, get a diet shoot fruit. Because, you know, diabetic. But it's really good. It's the only time I will ever drink Mountain Dew is in this drink specifically. It's, I don't even remember what it is. It's like pineapple and peach, maybe? I think it's pineapple peach. There's another flavor that I'm forgetting, but it's really good. I highly recommend it. It's the only thing I've been getting at Fizz since high school, so. There was like one time I got a different drink and it was the worst drink I've ever had. It was like some sort of a Coke, but it was like a coffee flavored Coke drink and I hated it. It was so bad. So anyways, shoot fruit for the win. Y'all, I'm so glad that I got that scraper because I don't have a meat mallet like my mom does. So I used that bad boy to break up my bark. Also don't know why the flash was on that, but I don't mind it. So I am currently trying to decide what to do. I do have to go and drop off some presents in like an hour. But after that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to play House Flipper. I don't know if I want to clean my actual house. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should edit this vlog and upload it because this is the last day for this one and I guarantee you nothing exciting is happening today. Like the most that may happen is Adam and I are going to watch a Christmas movie. But I don't know. There's not a lot to do today. I have officially spent all of my money for this paycheck, so I don't get paid again until Wednesday. So there's not much I can go out and do. I could clean. Lord knows I need it. Play House Flipper. I could watch Degrassi. There's a lot that I can do. And unfortunately, I do believe that I will be in decision paralysis until I decide because I don't know. Because yeah, I have to go and drop off those cookies at 3:30. It is 2:40 right now. I'll probably leave here at like 3:10, knowing my ass. I will be there early. I'm always early. But yeah, I just put the last sheet of bark in the fridge to let it cool. It's definitely gonna be done before my boyfriend gets home, so I'm not worried about that. I put the meat out to thaw. We're having spaghetti tonight, and then yeah, not a whole lot of. Ooh, I should take a bath. It's been a while. Well, I like taking baths, but I'm very picky about taking baths, and right now both of my devices are on my legs, so I don't know if I want to do that actually. I've never trusted my Omnipod in the tub. I know it's waterproof. I know I'm able to do that. I just don't know if I want to. And then yeah, my Dexcom. I use my Dexcom in the tub fine. But I feel like because that one only needs to read my blood sugars, the other one actually has to like inject me insulin. I have never submerged it in water, although I know it's totally water safe. I am nervous about doing that. So I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen, but on the off chance that I do nothing else for the day, I will probably end the vlog here. Again, it's very likely that nothing else is gonna happen today. If it does, I'll just include it in the next vlog, but I think I am content with where this one is ending. It's gone on way long. That like 10-minute clip of me talking about money is crazy. So I think I'm going to leave you guys here, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.